Hey, chat. What's going on, chat? How are we going? Oh, shit. Let me get some tunes going. I like listening to music while I chat to you guys. I like listening to some music. I hope that's not coming through on the speakers. Disco Fox. I knew he'd be fast, but he was never that technical. Max was always just tough to me, man. Always just tough to me. And god damn, wasn't he? How are we, Isaac? How are you, brother? How are you, Cage? It's good to see you, man. It's good to see you guys. Man, we have got some news to cover, don't we? Oh, man, have we got some news to cover. New fights being announced. Jamal Hill, Cannonier. Craziness. Nate Diaz and Masvidal did their very first interview together. Nate Diaz just being classic Nate Diaz. We might listen to that together as well. And Ilia Topuria talking about how he doesn't want to fight Max Holloway unless Max Holloway brings the BMF belt. Unbelievable. So let's get right into it, man. Let's get right into it. Also, there are a couple of things that I wanted to speak to the chat about, speak to everyone on the channel about before we get right into it. One of them, Ferrento, I'm guessing you saw Nate Diaz's press conference, Ferrando. I'm guessing you saw it, man. So, the way that I like doing these chats and doing these live streams with you guys is that I really like to read every single comment and get into them, give you guys good, long, solid answers. So I think as we sit down and as this stream goes on, if I see a comment that I really like, I will just ramble on that for a bit and then read down the stream and get to the rest of the comments. So if you've commented something and I didn't get to it, feel free to spam it and go ahead and like just keep dropping it down there in the comments until I get to it. Because to me, that's one of the most fun things about this stream is that we have time to like get into everybody's ideas. And sometimes this stream does fill up and it's hard for me to read like every single one really quickly. So if I don't get to it straight away, just like feel free to drop it back in there and spam it again, man. So off the bat, let's lead off with that. Feel free to like put in anything. And if I miss it, put it in again. So let's play on, right? Nate Diaz might be getting sued. Kane Murray, he is beans. That's just phenomenal stuff, Kane. Really good. Nate Diaz might be getting sued, right, by this not Logan Paul dude for the street fight that he was in late last year. That's the guy that he choked out, straight up. To me, I remember going back and seeing this footage, and this guy was starting shit with Nate Diaz. And surely, somewhere in your mind, you must know that if you are starting shit with Nate Diaz on the street, he is going to do something like this to you. Like, this is one of those moments where Taco's in chat from Jamie. This is one of those things where you it's like poking a shark and getting your finger bitten off and then getting angry at the shark for biting your finger off. I don't understand what the hell this person was thinking going up to Nate Diaz and starting shit with him. Obviously, Diaz is going to choke you out. I hope that if this is a lawsuit coming, Isaac, Shum. I hope that if this is a lawsuit coming, the judge just throws it the fuck out. Just in the top comment. He should not have run up to a pro fighter, man. Honestly. Self defense. I don't think it's self defense to like choke someone out. Do you think Hamzat from Disco Fox, and first time I'm seeing you in the chat, Disco Fox, so thanks for sticking around, brother. Do you think that Hamzat Chimaev is going to do anything against the Reaper Robert Whittaker? I think Hamzat is going to run at the Whittaker in the first round and do anything that he can to try and take him to the ground. But Robbie is going to be able to sprawl. He is going to be able to post up against the cage. I think he's going to be able to handle Hamzat's takedowns for the first round. And then, like, on top of this, Robert Whittaker is so used to 25 minutes in the cage because he's got pillow fists. He doesn't knock people out, but he does that accumulative damage, right? So I think over 25 minutes, Hamzat is going to start to gas and gas and gas. Yeah, 5 rounds, man. And we're going to see Robert Whittaker pull away from it. Isaac, I don't trust you because of your accent. Well, too fucking bad, mate. I can't change my accent unless I do a Volkanovski accent. Isaac, shall we hang out and do a Volkanovski accent? You know, just a little bit of training here. He was literally just defending himself in a brawl. I'd be damned if that MMA wannabe gets a dime from this. He took a year to regain consciousness. So that's the first thing. This dude started the fight. The fool who started the fight is suing. Yeah, straight up, man. That's just such a Gen Z attitude. He lost the criminal case and his self-respect. Isaac, Urseg versus Pantoja. Yeah, man. I got Urseg in that one. I do. I think as long as Urseg doesn't take it, as long as Urseg doesn't get taken down and he handles himself in the boxing, I got Urseg in that one. And Isaac, now that we're here back in the office, I can show you something. Do you want to see this, Isaac? Do you want to see this? Tell me, Isaac. Do you want to see what I got down here? Isaac, yeah? Come on, boys. Come on. This is what's going up for the Urzeg Pantoja fight. The boxing kangaroo flag. Oh, it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be beautiful. Cannot wait to unleash that for the boxing kangaroo. The boxing kangaroo for the Urseg fight. That's who I think is going to be winning that fight, mate. Kangaroo has good striking, but no one tests the wrestling. And you know what? That's such a perfect the boxing kangaroo in chat. That's such a perfect what the hell is gonna happen during the Usyk and Pantoja fight, right? Grappling for a kangaroo is zero. I think if Pantoja manages to get Usyk down and keep him down, it's gonna be over. I don't see Usyk winning that one on the ground. But hey, if the striking holds up, we'll see what happens. You know, very similar to Gilbert Burns' JDM, right? Everything that was happening on the ground was going towards the grappler. But once we get into the striking, we'll see. It'll be a tasty, to be fair. Funny enough, Islam is the one who said that about the kangaroo. Get the fuck out of here, really. And Volk did good in the grappling, man. Volk did good in the grappling. That's funny, man. Western Mass, how are you, brother? Like the stream, lads. Like the stream. Do you think that Sean Strickland? Let me get these comments cleaned up, and then we'll get into this. Cool. Do you think that Sean Strickland won against DDP, or was the decision correct? What do you think about Sean versus Costa? JDM belt season from Isaac. Fuck yeah, Isaac. Western Mass, man. It's good to see you, brother. Thanks for jumping in the stream, dude. Thanks for jumping in the stream. Sean Strickland won against DDP. So when I watched it, I thought that DDP won that fight. Going back and re-watching it, I can see Sean Strickland winning round two. So now in hindsight, I give it to Sean Strickland. Having said that, I don't think it was a robbery. Like, it was a damn close fight. Close fights are hard to call. So I don't think it was a robbery. To me, the fairest thing to do would be to have an immediate rematch. It's really, really annoying to me that Sean Strickland isn't getting the next shot at DDP. A champion losing by a split decision should be an immediate rematch. When it comes down to Sean Strickland versus Paulo Costa, I think Sean Strickland's going to be able to handle it. Paulo Costa doesn't have any finishing capabilities. It's 5 rounds, right? I'm pretty sure it was 5 rounds. And Sean Strickland is going to be able to have that pace going. You know, with Sean Strickland, you've got to press him and push forward like Jared Cannonier did. I don't see Paulo Costa doing that. I see Paulo Costa like winging big shots and Strickland just putting on a nice, good, regular pace on him. So that's what I see happening. Chad Hero, what's up, brother? How you going, man? Only streamer that I enjoy watching. Keep up the work. Oh, thanks, Chad Hero. I appreciate it, man. And thanks for joining me during the work along stream yesterday. That one must have been real weird to see a streamer try and do drywalling and stream at the same time. But hey, we managed to get through it. It was a fun 45 minutes, brother. Oi, Strickland's going to KO the Brazilian, mate. You want me to say that in the Aussie accent? Oi, Strickland's going to KO the Brazilian, mate. Maybe. It'd be fucking sick if he does. That'd be awesome, man. That'd be awesome. I hope he does. What do we think about this news here, right? Max Holloway is responding to Ilia Topuria, saying that Ilia only wants to fight him if he brings the BMF title, right? It's so weird to me that Ilia Topuria thinks he can go ahead and call these shots, like Magomed Ankalaev is doing as well, right? Like you, I guess Ilia Topuria can call the shots because he's the champion, but Max Holloway is such a clear number one contender. And when Ilia Topuria is trying to play this like, I'm the next Conor McGregor, I can beat anyone, they need to grovel to me. And the whole internet is memeing on him for having this look on his face like he was so scared. To go ahead and say something like this just goes to show how much he doesn't want that Max Holloway fight, which is bizarre to me. Because if I was Ilia Topuria and I had an ego like him, it's like Sean O'Malley now saying that he's willing to take on Merab Dvalishvili. Like Sean O'Malley is leaning into it, being like, I'm not scared of him. I'll take him on. It's so weird. Fuck, didn't know I missed your stream yesterday. Oh, dude, it was a quick stream. I think I was only on for like 45 minutes and it was a work with me stream. And I wasn't painting. I was actually like doing drywalling. So, yeah, it was a bit all over the place. Shall we listen to what Max Holloway has to say because I haven't heard this yet? Shall we listen to it together? Let's listen to it together. What more can I say? Just got to turn the music off. Otherwise. Max Holloway is not a cake fight from Trial and Error. Welcome to the chat, Trial and Error. First time seeing you around here, man. Yeah, hell no, dude. No wonder Ilia Topuria doesn't want that fight. Absolutely. Like, he's running from it, it feels like. Chat Hero. I can't lie. I think what Ilia is doing is pretty cool. Okay. He's putting his neck out there the same way Hill did. If you win with confidence, you're a Chad. If you lose, you're toast. Yeah. He's playing that like all or nothing game, which is like Chad Hero. It is fun to watch, right? It is fun to watch. Same thing Volk did when he came out as old man Volk, just being like leaning into the meme. I don't mind it, man. I don't mind it. It's weird though. Like some people land it, some people don't land it. Like Izzy comes out with all that confidence and all that bravado, and it just doesn't land with the people. I think if Ilya spoke clean English and we could hear his lines not through a translator, it would help us appreciate him a lot more, man. Isaac, I like Ilya. He's keeping us excited for the fights. Great style and entertaining on the mic, in my opinion. Yeah, dude, he's not boring for sure. He's not boring for sure. And you know what else? Like, it'd be funny if he keeps saying this thing of I'm not going to fight him next. I'm not going to fight him next. He hasn't earned it. He hasn't earned it. Ortega hasn't earned it. Holloway hasn't earned it. But he keeps his schedule up. Like he can keep saying these guys they don't deserve to fight me. But as long as he fights twice a year, he's still getting through the division. And from what we have heard from the UFC, the thing that's holding up Ilya's next fight is not Ilia Topuria. It's finding an arena in Spain. So I think Ilya is very cleverly shit talking with the fans and getting us all riled up. But I think he's willing to say yes to anyone. Like by saying this shit right here of I only want Max Holloway if he brings the BMF belt, he's just keeping his name out there and he's stirring the pot for us. Which, like you said, Isaac, is fun, man. Like it makes the sport more enjoyable for us. And then when you go and look at his style, He's not a fucking boring wrestler. So he can talk shit. He can strike with the hands. So yeah, man, we're all here for it, I guess. Isaac says, I think it doesn't land with people like Izzy because he'll trash talk a lot and then underperform. So similar to Colby Covington versus Leon Edwards. Isaac, that is exactly why I guys, I'm going to get to all of your chats, I swear to God, but I like getting into people's comments. So if I miss it, feel free to spam it again. But I will catch up, I promise. Isaac, I agree with you so much, dude, because that is exactly why I fell off the Israel Adesanya train. Exactly why. It was during the Jared Cannonier saga, right? When he was doing all of that shit talking, came out with the fucking Undertaker music, carrying Jared Cannonier's urn, and then he went ahead and leg kicked from range again. Again. That was when I was just done with him. I'm like, you are just full of shit. You haven't got the balls to back it up. So yeah, Isaac, I think as long as Ilia keeps talking shit, but he keeps throwing hands, I'm here for the show, man. Let's move on. Okay, Chad Hero. Let's imagine if Hill beat Pereira, then the evidence would never end. Yeah. People who call their shots with confidence add the stakes. Yep. Let's see if Max can handle him. So true, dude. So true. It makes for like those epic little shorts, reels, TikTok edits, whatever you want to see them as. You're absolutely right, man. Trial and error. Hey, Sarukian is making a clear and decisive statement for the title bout. Oh, hey, you meant Islam? Hey, Islam is making a clear and decisive statement for the Israel. Oh, Sarukian is making a clear. So, trial and error, what statement is he making? Is it the way that he beat Charles Oliveira, or did he say something on Twitter that I'm missing? Can you elaborate on that a bit? Trial and error. Singer, what's up, brother? How you going, man? It's good to see you back in the channel, dude. It's good to see you. Max One, I told you so. You did tell me so. You did tell me so. And feel free to come on here all month long and be like, I told you so. I told you so. I told you so. You did. You did. I honestly thought Justin Gaethje was going to retire Max Holloway, and here we are. Here we fucking are. I was wrong. Oh shit, Isaac. I remember when he fought Volk. He talked so much trash. I was nervous for him to get embarrassed. Yeah, dude. That's and like Chad Hero was saying up the top there, right? When you come out talking all this bravado and talking all this shit, the internet is going to react in one of two ways. There is either going to be TikToks, Reels, whatever, of you talking all this shit and then you getting slept on and memed on, like is happening to poor Jamal Hill right now. Or there is going to be absolute alpha Chad, Sigma male edits, right? Like all that bullshit just going hard. And it does add to the stakes. It makes it way more fun. Way more fun. I think Isaac, Lucas Tracy does the same thing with his videos. Like when he says things like, Drickus to like Robert Whitaker will have to slip on a banana peel for Drickus Duplessis to win that fight. Or what was the last one that he did? Um, Benoit Saint Denis is going to destroy Dustin Poirier. Like Lucas Tracy does the same thing where he just puts it all on the line and then lets the hate come at him. It's a fun tactic, man. Saduka, what's up, brother? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Chat Hero, exactly. It just makes the stakes even higher. I respect it. Yeah, it does make it more fun. Yeah. Trial and error. Yeah, okay. So it's his last three fights. We're talking about Arman Sarukian, trial and error. What we're saying is Sarukian's making a clear and decisive statement for the shot against Islam Makhachev. The thing is, man, it's lightweight is so competitive. Number one, Milf Hunter. My day's been good, brother. How are you, man? Good to see you back in the channel. Trial and error. Sarukian is in such an interesting position because lightweight is so competitive, right? Like, look at Dustin Poirier. He's literally just getting his title shot because of the timing of where everyone is in the division, man. So it's one of those divisions where, like, you can't sit out for 12 months. Even names like Gaethje and Poirier, they cannot sit out for 12 months and be inactive. You've got to stay active at lightweight just because the stakes are so high, right? Like, I really do see if Conor McGregor beats Michael Chandler, I really do see him being like, I really do see Dana White being like Conor McGregor is the number one contender. I can see that happening, man. It's a great tactic. Be overconfident. It is fun. It is fun. Chad Hero says, this is why I think Aljo and Bilal should go full heel. They both want to be liked by the fans, and they never will be our villains. There is something for that, isn't there, mate? Like, if you're in the public space, it's weird, right? Like, for streamers or people that aren't forced to be in the public space, being an absolute heel doesn't really work for them. But these athletes, like Bilal and like Aljo, they're in an entertainment company where half their job is to be in the public space. And if you can turn yourself into like a Jake Paul figure where people are just buying your pay per views to see the chance that you might get knocked the fuck out, that will sell pay per views. And that is all the UFC cares about. It really doesn't matter if you're loved or hated, as long as people are interested in seeing you in the cage. And Bilal doesn't get that. And I pray that someone on Bilal's team actually goes ahead and shows him that, man. Because it would help him get a title shot so much. Peaches and cream. What are we talking about, Isaac? Number one. Not bad? No, it's good to see you, dude. It's good to see you. I agree with you on McGregor. Dana is itching to get Conor in there for a big fight. Yeah, man. That, like, Dana White wants Conor McGregor on a pay-per-view for a belt, whether it's the BMF belt or the undisputed belt. That is like marketing gold for Dana White. Singer, I think Conor McGregor will lose. I don't know. Look, I'm not going to say there's no chance Conor McGregor is going to lose that fight. Obviously, Conor McGregor can lose that fight. But I can see Michael Chandler knowing that this is his shot to etch himself in MMA eternity, right? Right there next to Nate Diaz versus Conor McGregor, next to Dustin Poirier versus Conor McGregor. Michael Chandler has focused solely on this fight for 2 years, man. This is all he wants. And I can see him overswinging, going too hard, being like really excited by the moment, rushing in and fighting with that low Michael Chandler IQ that we know that he has. And I can see Conor McGregor taking this very seriously because his whole life is gone to shit ever since he stopped taking fighting seriously. And if Conor McGregor hits him with one good clean punch, and don't forget this either, Singer, Conor McGregor is used to fighting at 170. He's fought there a couple of times before. He'll be used to the power difference and the feel of the body. Chandler won't be used to that. I'm not saying Chandler can't win that fight, but I see Conor winning it. I really do, man, and shocking the world. And fucking hell, MMA will be fun if he does. Fuck, it'll be fun. Watch the Islam fans saying that he doesn't deserve the title shot, and watch the UFC just fucking push him right into it. Chad Hero. Sorry to all the Colby fans. I think he's super boring, but they'll always tune in because he's funny and rude. Yeah, dude. Yeah. Like we're always gonna watch Colby Covington fight, but his fight style is shit, and he's lost his balls, man. He's lost his edge. Guys, like I said, I want to get to every single one of your comments and get real back and forth with them and real in depth with them. So if I miss something, just go ahead and spam it again, and we'll get into it in the chat. We'll always get to all your comments. We'll keep going. Number one MILF Hunter, man. That's what Floyd Mayweather had. So many fans, pro and against. It created huge buy numbers. Yeah, dude. Yeah. Like in this industry, it's not. This is what Bilal Muhammad and Aljamain Sterling don't realize, man. Like you are not in the PFL and you are not in the NFL or the NBA. You are not in a league where a certain amount of points gets you a shot at the Super Bowl or the grand final. Or like you are not guaranteed your place on the big stage. You are in a sports entertainment company. Now, we can argue back and forth about whether that's unfair or not, but you are where you are. Like, there's no point asking a river to become the road. There's no point asking the sun to become the moon. You're in the fucking UFC. You're signed to the UFC. Whether it's fair or not is kind of fucking irrelevant. You're here now, come. So get used to it. And yeah, if people want to see you get knocked out, that's better than being disinterested in you. There's nothing worse than being a UFC fighter and nobody cares. Because then why would the UFC give you a title shot? AZ, how are you, dude? Thanks for all your comments on the last video, AZ, man. It's good to see you again. I remember you from the last stream, dude. Where are you? Is that a Lego hut or a modified beehive? I'm in my office, man, but it's dirty, so I got this barrier. Just makes it look neat, brother. Chandler always rushes in and overswings. Yeah, man, I think that's what's going to I think that's when it's going to go down. I think that's what's going to happen, and I think Connor's going to clip him. It's a bit too much sun coming in there. Trial and error. I think Chandler gasses in the second round. McGregor by the second round KO. Possible, dude. I'm with you on this one. I'm with you on this one. I see Michael Chandler, like AZ was saying, overswinging. Absolutely, man. Chandler is naturally 185. Yeah, but his fight weight is always different, right? His fight weight is always different. I think it's just, I think all the little changes that Connor's making is going to affect him. And look, we could all be proved wrong here, as we are many times in MMA. Isaac, Chandler is such a good matchup for Connor. He's a wild fighter versus logically one of the best counter punches. I'm picking Connor by round 1 KO. I'm liking this. I'm liking more people backing McGregor. I think a lot of people were just seeing that he was a horrible cocaine addict and writing him off. But it's good to see that, like, now that this fight is sinking in a little bit, people are more and more thinking that McGregor has a chance. That's good to see. I'm getting my music going again. Why number one MILF Hunter? It's McGregor by KO for me. How about you, sir? Yeah, I think McGregor's going to KO him. I think McGregor's going to KO him. And I thought I was going to be standing alone on that hill when I first made that prediction video. But yeah, I think McGregor's going to KO him, brother. Singer. Both Connor and Chandler are going to give it the best because the fight might boost or slow their careers. Absolutely, Singer. Absolutely. I think Chandler has pretty much baked his staked his whole career on this fight, dude. And that's probably what's going to get into his head. Silenced Rage. Sick name, man. Oh, Mason, what's up, dude? How are you, man? How are you? What's up, Australian? I'm good, Mason. How are you, bro? Chandler has terrible fight IQ. Chandler has the worst fight IQ. It's a perfect matchup for McGregor, dude. What the fuck's going on with my hair, boys? Chad Hero. I think we're forgetting Chad Hero. Let's lock in, boys. What's Chad Hero saying? I think we're forgetting that McGregor was not only a user, but a literal car shot streets. I think we're all forgetting that McGregor was not only a user, but a literal car shot streets of LA level crackhead. I've got Chandler by KO. Fair, dude. Like, Chad Hero, this is all coming down to how seriously is McGregor taking his comeback. Because if it's the Roadhouse interviews, McGregor, that guy's getting fucking knocked out. Which is why I made that video, right, Chad Hero, of this fight is clean living versus cocaine. This is the ultimate meme fight, right? Mason Hill is going to get slept again. Yeah, the Jared Cannonier fight, right? And quick turnaround from Hill. Are we gonna talk about this, boys? Quick turnaround from Hill. McGregor gets slept by the mini pecker. McGregor looked good in his last fight, even in his loss. The great Jake Gyllenhaal, dude, he was stabbed by a fucking chair, man. Jamal Hill's gonna get KO'd again. Yeah. My trial and error. McGregor is the king of mind games. Yeah, dude, he is, man. He is, man. Chandler cares about entertaining, not winning from Mason. Yeah, and this is probably what's going to screw him up. I think, mate. Az, if your name is Silenced Rage, then you shouldn't comment. Nah, he's welcome here, Az. Mason Herring. Chandler hasn't fought since the night Alex first beat Izzy in MMA. Yeah, Chandler hasn't fought in a while, man. Chandler hasn't fought in a while. And Chandler, he's aging up as well. Any thought about Ryan versus Haney? Not really. I don't really watch boxing. Is it tomorrow? It must be tomorrow, right? No, I don't really watch boxing. I might watch it tomorrow because it'll be the only thing on. But no, I don't have any thoughts. Gabriel, what happened? Haven't heard about this. Nate Diaz is going to be getting sued by the guy that he choked out. I assume that's what you're talking about because you provided no context, Gabriel. So feel free to add more context if you'd like. AZ. Chandler always has a puncher's chance, but McGregor has the accuracy. Yeah. And also, AZ, if Chandler really wants to just win this fight, he might just spam wrestling. It's possible. Gabriel, I think Connor's going to whip him in the second round. Interesting, dude. That's what we've been saying as well, man. I think a lot of people are feeling that, bro. I think a lot of people are feeling that. Chad Hero, Prime McGregor washes it. Oh, yeah, mate. But this is the thing, right? Prime McGregor is 2016. Like, by the time this fight happens, that's fucking damn near a decade ago. That's the better part of a decade and a lot of cocaine ago. But yeah, Prime McGregor, especially the way Chandler fights now with that rushing in style, Prime McGregor would have slept him. That Alvarez McGregor would have slept him, brother. Isaac, nothing wrong with a bit of coke here and there, just a bit of a bump here and there. Az Cannonier is another guy who the IFC hates. Oh, the UFC hates. UFC's not international films. I don't know. I think it's because Cannonier doesn't have a personality, so they just don't know what to do with him. To be honest, man. Cage. It's funny how you have to sign NDAs when you party with McGregor, but everybody knows he's perpetually on the snow. Yeah, well, I mean, he doesn't hide it, does he? You know, he doesn't hide it, mate. You just see the way that he behaves. Az, Ryan Garcia as a head case. Yeah, I saw him fucking sculling a beer on stage for his weigh-ins. What the fuck, man? Suduka, Garcia missed weight because he's too scared to take another L. So is the fight off? Is that like he missed weight so they can't fight? Is that what's going on? Gabriel, my bad. You're all good, brother. You're all good. Nate Diaz is the human melatonin. Nate Diaz is the human melatonin. Why he just puts people to sleep? He is asleep. Exactly. McGregor's old and lost speed. Yep. Mason, Connor's gonna win. I hope so. It'll be good for the sport. Chad Hero. Even McGregor, 2001, washes Chandler. Boxing is elite, but now I'm worried for him. Yeah. Chad Hero, it's also going to be interesting to see how badly does cocaine ruin your cardio? You know? How hard can you go for 25 minutes when you've been partying that hard, right? Mason, Chandler is so old. I think he's around the same age as McGregor. I think they're about a year apart. Taking so much damage. Dan Hooker versus Benoit Saint Denis. Is that fight confirmed? Is that fight happening? Is that happening, Mason? Or are you just saying it should happen? Because I'm down for that fight to happen. Although I do think Dan Hooker versus Beneil Dariush is the perfect step up for Dan Hooker. Gamrot versus Oliveira. Yep, I think that's the next one to happen. Yep. Alex Pereira has the craziest power. Yeah, man. Yuri versus who? Mason? Fuck Magomed Ankalaev. Fuck him. He doesn't want to fucking fight. Next, he wants to call his shot. Fuck him. Yuri Prohaska versus Alex Pereira rematch with Herb Dean as the referee. No early stoppages. Herb Dean not even paying attention to the fight. Let him fucking fight, mate. That's who's next, brother. Trial and error. I lost respect for Cannonier when he was playing with crystals. Look, I don't think praying to a crystal is the right fight camp. Oh, that's who he's fighting. Sorry, I was getting Cannonier and Roundtree mixed up this entire stream. Thoughts on Khalil Roundtree versus Hill? I was getting that mixed up the entire stream. Khalil Roundtree versus Hill. I think Jamal Hill is coming back too early after a knockout because I saw that on Twitter before we started the stream. Got the fightings confused in my head. It's for 302, isn't it? Or 303? Like it's soon, right? And it's too soon for Jamal Hill, who just got slept. When he got knocked out by Pereira, his eyes were rolling into the back of his skull on his way down, man. Western Mass Climber says, lads, like the stream, right? Otherwise, Cage parties with you and Conor McGregor behind locked doors in an NBA bathroom. You don't want that. I think Conor is becoming wildly underrated. Shut up, Doug, and learn how to fucking speak. Read the chat, Doug, slowly. I think Conor is becoming a wildly underrated fighter. People think he's just horrible. Yeah, I think with Conor not having a good lightweight win since 2016, they just assume that anyone can smash him. But he fought Habib in a very good fight. I know Habib destroyed him by the end, but the stand-up was a very good fight. Tommy boy, how are you, brother? What's going on, man? Good to see you in chat. So that doesn't help him. And he also fought a very good fight against Dustin Poirier until he did it, right? But we're talking about Dustin Poirier, who is so good, he's about to fight for a title. So Conor's still right there. And you're right, man. People don't give him enough respect. Yeah. AZ is talking about Haney and Garcia. I don't know anything about that. Western Mass, what's up? Let's move on. Mason Herring. Rekic is really good, but Yuri ate a lot of big shots. Yeah. Rekic, I mean, dude, how Rekic didn't put Yuri away is crazy to me. Crazy to me. What's next for Alexander Rakic? That's the real question, lads. What do we do? What do we do with him now? You know? Do we do him versus Johnny Walker? I guess so. Why not? Alexander Rakic versus Johnny Walker makes sense. Herb Dean's on a different fucking planet. Yeah, that's why you have to put Herb Dean in title fights because he won't stop them. That's the fucking solution. Not fucking Mark Goddard. Listen. Singer. If Conor loses, he should consider acting as a new career. You can't be a drug addict and a UFC fighter at the same time. This is true. You cannot be a drug addict and a UFC fighter at the same time, no matter how much Nate the Train wants it to happen. People always saying early stoppages in Alex fights, but those guys would be on fucked street if they let those guys continue. I don't think so. Trial and error. I'm going to disagree with you hard on this one, brother. Yuri Prohaska? Yuri Prohaska has a fucking chin of granite, dude. A chin of granite. And he was rolling backwards when Mark Goddard stopped that fight too early, in my opinion. I think Yuri Prohaska would have been able to keep fighting. So, I agree with you when it comes to Alex Pereira versus Israel Adesanya. When that fight got stopped, Izzy would have been really badly hurt if that fight was allowed to continue. He was going to sleep on his feet. But Yuri Prohaska still had fight in him, bro. So that's that. Why is that playing? Where am I? Tommy boy, I'm with you, bro. How are you, man? Money Moicano versus Paddy Pimblich. Make it happen. Yeah, dude, Tommy, I like that fight, bro. I like that fight, man. That should happen. AZ. Singer, look at Bones Jones. That guy is a crackhead. That's true. You can be a drug addict and you can be a drug addict and the best MMA fighter of all time, John Jones. That's a great point, AZ. Cage says, what fighters would be the best to party with aside from Conor McGregor? Nate the Train, John Jones, shit, who else? JDM looks like he'd get on the beers. Tom Aspinall would get on the beers. Paddy Pimblett would get on the beers. It'd be a hell of a fucking party, mate. And then just throw Tony Ferguson in the room. Just to see what happens. Everyone else just sitting around, just watching Tony Ferguson. God knows what would happen. That'd be a sick day. AZ, Paddy Pimblett needs to retire. What are you talking about, mate? What are you talking about? Chad Hero says they should have made Jamal Hill versus Yuri Prohaska. That makes sense. Yep. And then Roundtree versus Rakic. Yep. Yep. That all makes sense. Yep. Spot on, Chad Hero. I have nothing else to add. You're absolutely right. Um, Yuri has uncanny recovery timing from trial and error. Yeah, dude. That's why, like, I'm saying that fight was stopped too early, man. So, I mean, look, not every Alex Pereira fight is stopped too early. The Izzy one wasn't, but that one absolutely was. Western Mass Clubber, hey, listen, come here. No, listen. It's over. It's over. Yuri was out. He was not out, man. He was not out. We'll bring this up on another stream. I'll load up the fucking images. He was not out, dude. Jones proves you can be a druggie and a good fighter. Yep. AZ lies. What are we lying about? Paddy needs to retire. That's the last thing he said. Goat is a crackhead. Yep. So I don't know what we're lying about, AZ, because we seem to be on the right path, mate. Isaac proves you can be a drug addict and broke. Most drug addicts are broke, mate. Chad Hero. I think Pablo, what's up, brother? Good to see you, man. We will get to you. We will get to you. Guys, I like having a good long back and forth with each comment if I can. So if I miss what you're saying, just go ahead and spam it in chat, you know? And if you want me to get to it right away, Dougie doesn't mind a dollar. Dougie doesn't mind a dollar. But anyway, let's get it back into it. Chad Hero. I think Hill and Yuri were on the same level when they first got hit with the left hook and dropped. Yeah, I'm listening. The only difference is Hill got hit with the ground and pound and fully put to sleep where Yuri didn't. Yes, but Jamal Hill got hit with it and slumped against the cage and had nowhere to go. Where I vividly remember doing a breakdown of this man, Yuri fell into the open space of the cage and was rolling backwards and had room to move around and scramble. There was a position where I could have seen Yuri. I was either going for a single leg or scrambling. I don't remember what. There's a video. I did a video on it, so we can go back to one of my videos and watch it. But it was definitely an early stoppage because I actually broke it down frame by frame in the video, and it was all about their cage placement. Jamal Hill had nowhere to go. Yuri did. Cowboy would be a party. Oh, dude, trial and error. Cowboy at a party. I'd love to have a fucking beer with Cowboy, especially on the BMF ranch. Taito Ivasa would be fun to party with. Taito Ivasa would be fun to party with, and might be a possibility if I ever go to Sydney. Could happen. Tony Ferguson, bro, that's spot on. Oh, mate, just set him loose and see what would happen. It'd be fucking wild. If Paddy Pimblett shows up to my party, I'm leaving. You fucking sausage. You fucking mushroom. AZ is talking. Here we go. He's put out a whole thing. Yuri was millimeters, fractions, if not inches, for the two countries that use imperial. right. Yuri was millimeters, inches from the big shots. Yep. Yuri was millimeters from the big shots. Yeah. But Yuri had room to scramble, is what I'm saying, man. The Diaz brothers for the party. I don't think so, dude. I don't think that'd be fun. I think the Diaz brothers would have been fun back in the day, but now they'd just be sitting in the corner, smoking weed, eating sliced carrot. Yeah, whatever, man. I'm too cool for this shit, man. I shouldn't even be here, man. They'd be a buzzkill, I reckon. I reckon these days they'd be a buzzkill. Man, no one even hard enough for this shit, man. It'd be boring, dude. Pablo, we're up. We're up to you, bro. We're up to you, man. It's good to see you, dude. It's good to see you. 300 was crazy. I didn't expect Max to KO Justin. Neither did I, man. Neither did I. Fucking UFC 300. They did it. We were all saying it needed something big. It needed some flavor. And the fucking BMF title, the title that we all hate, actually added to it. Fucking crazy, man. Crazy, brother. Let me wet my whistle, boys. Let me wet my whistle. Singer says, Justin could have won if he used more low kicks. Justin should have used the wrestling. Yeah. AZ added on. Justin should have used the wrestling. I really respect Justin Gaethje for that. Number one, Singer, you're right. He should have used more leg kicks. I really do think his timing was put off by the broken nose and the eye pokes, but either way, he should have used more leg kicks. I really respect AZ. I really respect Justin for not doing the wrestling, for keeping it standing. He was losing that fight. It was a hard fight. And he was like, fuck it. It's the fucking BMF. It's UFC 300. He stayed standing the entire time, gave us a fun fight. I don't think Justin Gaethje loses much credit for that fight at all, man. At all. It was a really good fight from Gaethje. Didn't Yuri think it was the end of the round for when the stoppage happened? I don't know, man. I don't think he did. I don't think he did. I think he was scrambling. Justin clearly has the weight advantage. Yeah, he clearly did. Yeah, yeah. So he should have. Yeah. Adding on to that, yeah, he should have used wrestling because he definitely had the weight advantage. That's a great point. Even though we're both conscious, Hill had nowhere to go. That's right. Yeah, and was put out with more shots. Maybe it was early. Yeah, I think it was, dude. I think the Yuri one was early because he had somewhere to go. Don't show up to Cage's party, mate. We have to go to Cage's party. We have to. Cage has to put on a party. Everyone has a plan until they get punched in the face from AZ. You're true. When are you streaming with Bad Math? Yes, guys, we are doing a live stream tomorrow. Me and Bad Math. So come check it out. There is a post on the channel. Thanks for reminding me, Western Mass. There is a post on the channel of all the different time zones for when to catch it. It's pretty much tomorrow when the UFC is on at their normal times. So tomorrow, live stream with Bad Math. It'll be 9 a.m. in Melbourne. If you're in England, London times, it'll be midnight. Tomorrow, if you are on the New York coast, east coast of America, it'll be on at 7 p.m. And if you are in the West Coast, Las Vegas, it'll be at 4 p.m. tomorrow. Me and Bad Math doing a joint co-stream. It'll be fun, man. It'll be a good bloody time, mate. So that's when we're streaming with Bad Math. It'll be good. AZ, what is that watch you got on? It's a cheap watch from Temu. It's a Temu watch. Yep. 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 Iced out, 30K. Yeah, man. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm fucking rich as, brother. Pablo. And then when Alex easily slept Hill, it was the weirdest punch ever. It was like the Izzy left hook. It was a beautiful punch, man. And did you see the little replays of the fucking stepping on his foot before he did it to just draw his attention away? So sneaky, so clever, so good. Yeah, that was really, really good, man. Do you think eye pokes affected Justin's vision and defense from AZ? I do. I think the eye pokes changed the fight. I really do. One in each eye. I think they changed the fight. I think, look, man, it was the second round. Shit's not going well for him at all, right? His nose is broken. He's having trouble bleeding. And then he fucking gets eye gouged in each eye. That is going to make him more hesitant, break his rhythm. And his whole camp now, as you've noticed, right? He used to just be like Nate the Train, swing like crazy. But now his coaches have really got him honed down to leg kick, 1-2, leg kick, 1-2. They've really got him into this like rhythm of fighting, which does super well for Gaethje. But what Max Holloway did by breaking his nose beautifully and poking him in each eye was break that rhythm that he had going. Which you see, he didn't get back until the end of round 2, which he ended up winning, and then round 4, which he ended up winning as well on one judge's scorecards. So I'm not taking that away from Max Holloway. I'm just saying they 100% had an effect on the fight. Hill was out before he hit the ground from trial and error. Yes, he was, but Yuri Prohaska wasn't. He was scrambling. Singer, Western Mass. Thanks, brother. You're a good lad, Western Mass. You good boy. You good man. You good man. You're a fucking sick cunt, mate. Singer, I didn't think so. Singer, I don't think so. Justin clearly had the weight. Singer, what don't you think so? Elaborate, brother, please. Tommy boy. If Max didn't have that last second KO, does he still get the bonus? I still think he still gets a performance bonus. Yeah. Yeah. Because he still had like, dude, not many people were picking Max Holloway, man. So even if he didn't get that sick KO, yeah, I think he would. Because he still pulled him apart. Singer, you don't think the eye pokes mattered? Fair enough. Fair enough, dude. Hill wasn't out before the ground and pound. You can see it. The ground and pound put him out. Left hook hurt him. Hill wasn't out before the ground and pound. You can see it. The ground and pound, left hook, the left hook hurt him. I don't know, dude. I don't think so, Chad Hero. There's a lot of slow-mo footage of Jamal Hill with that glazed over. Maybe he was on the edge of consciousness. Maybe he was on the edge of consciousness, Chad Hero. But there is that look on his face of just like the eyes rolling back into the skull. Maybe. Maybe he was out, and then when he hit the cage, hit the floor, it like shook him back up and woke him back up. And then the ground and pound put him back out. Because we've seen that before. People knocked out and then woken back up from the damage. We've seen it before, man. Isaac, this proves how hard Alex hits. Yeah, dude. The machine that they have at the UFC PI, not just bullshit, is it? Lead uppercut, one of the weakest punches next to the jab, generates little power. Goes to show, man. Goes to show. Who was that fighter, guys? Help me remember here. It was a heavyweight fighter. There was a heavyweight fighter. He got a knockout while going backwards. Or was it a welterweight fighter or a middleweight fighter? Oh, I don't remember. But I remember he was moving backwards and got the knockout. It was sick. So yeah, Isaac, sometimes it just fucking lands, mate. You know what I mean? Stepping on the foot is a sandbox classic. The beautiful, beautiful move straight from the favelas. Pablo, Connor and Islam is back. So much has happened since the last stream. Oh, Pablo, we are praying for a Conor McGregor clean knockout of Michael Chandler, and then the UFC to just go full on clown mode and be like Conor McGregor next title fight. You've earned it, mate. Do it. Yeah, Singer, you don't agree with the eye poke thing? Fair enough, dude. Fair enough. Jamal Hill's unorthodox technique is an easy read for a pro striker like Pereira. Yeah, man. Yeah. I mean, it was just so cold the way Pereira was locked in, moved her Dean's hand out of the way. You think Whitaker sleeps Islam? You think AZ? Are you saying you think Robert Whitaker sleeps Hamzat Shemaev? I think that's what you're saying. I don't think Whitaker sleeps Chimaev. I think Whitaker outpoints Chimaev, if that's what we're talking about. Robelis de España. Is that the one that got the walking backwards knockout Western Mass? Thank you. Robelis de España. The new kid. No, this was before that. Yes, I remember that, but this was before that. Earlier UFC history. But yes, Robelis de España has also got the backwards knockout. I just see a picture of Hill looking up at Alex before he hit the ground. And I don't think you can have that awareness if you're out cold. Yeah, no, I've seen that one too. So, yeah, he was. Yeah, I've seen that one too, where he's looking up like, oh, fuck, I'm gonna die. I can't. This is fucking it. It's fucking over, mate. This is the fucking end. I've seen that too, mate. I think, yeah, he was probably really badly hurt on the way down when his eyes were rolling into the back of his head. And then when he hit the back of the mat and he looked up and saw Poatan's Sham coming at him, he knew it was all over. So, yeah, that's probably what happened, mate. Trial and error to do with if Hill wasn't out. And how come Hill asked that infamous question, what the fuck just happened? So true, Trump. You don't ask what the fuck just happened if you were conscious the whole time, bro. Pablo, I hate this. Got to leave early again, but I'll dip. I'll try and be on the next stream. Pablo, I read out the times. It's in the community post tab on my channel. It's already scheduled on Bad Matt's channel, so have a good night, Pablo. Good to see you again, man. One of the OGs of the chat. Always good to see you. Chat Hero. I'm not saying Hill was never out. I'm just saying didn't get a one-punch KO. Yeah, look, one of those messy knockouts. Not clean. One of those messy knockouts, right? Where like could have been out, could have woken back up, had awareness. Once the ground and pound happened, it was definitely game over. Dude, we're talking about seconds of power. We don't know what happened in there, but it was we can agree that it was a fucking sick knockout. Pablo saying Hill was definitely out. People look at his eyes while he was in the air, and that, like Pablo again, like he could have been really badly dazed. The back of the head hits the canvas, and that wakes him back up. And as he wakes back up, the next thing he sees is Powhatan looking down at him. You never know, man. Trial and Error is saying Whitaker gets mauled 1 to 3 rounds. I'm standing on that, guys. Trial and Error. I know that when that fight happens, we're all going to want to be the fucking guru stream or whatever. But I'm going to remember this, mate. And I'm going to talk about it in my fucking post-fight recap. I'm going to remember that. I'm screenshotting this right now. Print screen. I'm going to fucking remember this, mate. So if it doesn't happen, we need to come up with a group punishment for trial and error. He'll look terrified in that picture. It was crazy. Yeah, man. True. AZ, sorry. What are we sorry about, bro? What are we sorry about? I like how Hill's belly was jiggling when he caught the arrow. Is that what you're saying? Sorry for, AZ. It's all good, man. Oh, shit. Is Steve Ercik legit? I hope so. His striking certainly legit. I don't know about his ground game. AZ, he's only got 3 fights in the UFC. You know, if you got Fight Pass, or there is also another website. Oh, I don't know if it's AZ. Go to Google and type in full fights and see what pops up. And then you won't need Fight Pass. And he's only got 3 fights. I'm sure they'll all be on there. So, yes, that'll do. That's as much information as we can give and keep the stream up and monetized. Oh, guys, also, we're going to be pushing for 1,000. We're going to get to 1,000. We're going to get this fucking channel monetized. I'm going to be a real bloody YouTuber, guys. It's going to be sick. So, yeah, jump in on tomorrow's stream and let's just keep pushing forward because it's good fun. Chat Hero. I'm in the minority, but I think that the Pereira KO was cooler than the Max one, right? Partially because I love Justin so much. It was sad. Yeah, dude, there are certain KOs like the Alexander Volkanovski KO breaks my heart. The Dustin Poirier KO breaks my heart. The Justin Gaethje KO broke my heart. I don't know which one was cooler. They're both right there. The way that Powhatan just moved Herb Dean's hand out of it is. What do you say, man? The ref, you've just been, dude, you are in a fucking cage in Aztec underwear. Some guy kicks you in the fucking nuts. The referee goes to stop it, and you just go and fucking end it in one shot. Actually, it actually gives me goosebumps thinking about it, man. Actually gives me goosebumps thinking about it. Mo, what's up, big dog? How are you, King Mo? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. What's the time? 2:30. All right. Well, we'll go for a little bit longer. Let's go for a little bit longer. Now that Mo's here, we'll go for a little bit longer. Mo, you just saved the chat, brother. You done an hour. I know. We can go a little bit longer. It's all good, mate. Little bit. Yeah, you think the Pereira one? Cool. The second KO was Boss, and I love Justin. Yeah, I mean, AZ, what makes the fucking Justin one so good? UFC 300. Everyone's just pointing at the ground. Like, Max Holloway just points at the ground. Justin's just like, fuck it. Justin wasn't even looking, man. Justin was just fucking swinging. Just like a WMMA fighter. Just swinging, not even looking where he was aiming. Belly jiggling is so cruel. It was cruel. But it was funny. How does the former champ with best trainers have a belly? It's probably just his genetics, man. It's just his genetic because the rest of him is all so slim. Imagine what Jamal Hill is going to look like once he stops training. He's going to be like a full-on 50-year-old beer belly dad. Jamal Hill would be 300 libs in another way. Yeah, there's another universe where Jamal Hill's that guy on the couch watching, resting the popcorn on his gut. AZ, I agree. Mo, what's up? What's up? We've done an hour, bro. It's all good, man. We'll keep going for a little bit. Chad Hero. I also never like the KOs where someone is actually genuinely sleeping. Yes. Like after the Justin one, I was like, holy fuck, is he going to be okay? With the Hill one, I was like, that's just straight sick. Yeah, dude, what we just talked about it on the channel the other day. Bryce Mitchell, when he got knocked the fuck out, really scared me. Really scared me. It's like, dude, if someone dies in that cage on Disney ESPN, this sport, it's over. It's over. In the words of Mark Goddard, it's over. Oh shit. AZ, all meth head stream. You done an hour, AZ. What are we talking about? Meth head streams, mate. I watch 4K 300. What are we talking about, AZ? What are we talking about? Meth head streams? Oh shit. Max literally made an iconic moment. Him and Pereira, but mainly Max. Pereira planned that shit. Max one was so natural. Yeah, dude. They're the kind of posters, right? Like when one day, right? When Dougie's Corner has got its own studio, I want posters of moments, right? Masvidal getting knocked out with the sweat spraying off his head. Usman Usman breaking Colby Covington's jaw. Beautiful. The head kick of Gaethje and Poirier. Moments, you know? And Max created one of those moments. Like, we could do merch with that moment on a t-shirt. Yeah, it's sick, man. It's sick. It's so good, dude. It's so good, man. Was it even legal for Pereira to move Dean? I wonder if that's even a rule. You know what, dude? Honestly, like when it comes to like the rule set of MMA, number one, when they say protect yourself at all times, that is not a joke. That is like they literally mean that. When you're in that cage, it is on the fighter to be protecting themselves at all times. All the judges and referees, all the way back to the guy, the guy, that main referee that helps set up the rules. I cannot fucking believe that I cannot remember his name right now. I'm so dumb sometimes. He commentates for Bellator. Anyway, they all talk about how you have to protect yourself at all times. The other thing is, the clock doesn't stop, and it's not stopped until the referee actually calls time and says time, stop, move, don't go to your corner, stop. Um, and Herb didn't do that. Herb just sort of went, "Are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay?" And then also, just to harp on this a little bit more, AZ, about whether or not it was legal. Pereira didn't just move his hand out of the way and then hit him with a cheap shot. Go back and watch it. He moved his hand out of his way. They nod at each other, Pereira and Jamal Hill, and do that little glove touch thing of like, oh, the fight's back on. We're back in the flow. And then the second that they were like, okay, we're back in the flow, we're back in the flow. Then Alex Pereira stepped on Jamal Hill's foot and knocked him the fuck out. And it was beautiful. Yeah, it was completely legal. There's no rule on it. The ref will usually ask the fighter and try to tell them to go to their side if they are okay. Yes, you're absolutely right. But he jested saying it was cool. Yeah, that's right, Mo. That's right. Yeah. We're on the same page, brother. We're on the same page. Chad Hero, when Bryce was twitching, I genuinely thought he was going to pass out. I was freaking out. Yeah, dude, that was one of those knockouts where I was like, fuck, this is it. This is going to end the sport right here. I've only ever been that scared for the sport ending when Ben Askren got knocked out. When Ben Askren got knocked out, I was like, it's been a great run. It's been a great run. Mo, it's up to the decision of the referee to let it continue, and he did. Absolutely right, man. Absolutely right. AZ, Justin couldn't see. AZ, Justin couldn't see, so I hope these new gloves solve the eye pokes. They won't, bro. They won't. They've actually taken padding out of the gloves. Honestly, these new gloves sort of mean the end of Arnold Allen's career because that guy can't have a fight without breaking his hands, even in the current gloves. And they've taken out half a pound of padding or half a lib of padding. I don't understand American weighing systems, but they've taken out less padding and they haven't fixed the finger issue at all. There should be a downward pointing finger emoji. Yeah, for the Max Holloway. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Like, I don't know, dude. Like, oh, you know what we should do, Mo? As the channel grows, maybe after we hit 1,000 subs, I'll open up like a members and we can have like our own emojis in chat and we'll put Max Holloway pointing down in it. That'd be fun, bro. When we get to 1,000. When we get to 1,000. Chat Hero. Unpopular opinion. I want every KO to be like the Hill Poetan one or the Yuri Proetan one. I don't like seeing Michael John. Yeah, no, I get it, man. I get it. And that's what we like try and achieve in MMA with there being early stoppages because we don't want them to get to that point of like Bobby Green being knocked the fuck out and then continuously hurt. I get it, dude. Look, I love violence. I love violence. And I love the fact that we're allowed to have this violent sport. But the thing is, I want to continue to have this violent sport. And I want to see fighters like Bryce Mitchell fight often and regularly. So I don't want to see them KO'd so badly that we're getting a twitching corpse on the bottom of the cage. You know what I mean? And that's the fine line that we have to find. That's the reason that the referees exist. And it's probably the reason why we're so hard on the referees. Because we're trying to walk that fine line. They did like a couple of glove touches from Mo. Yeah, dude, that's why I don't think it was trickery. I think it was clean. It was like the fight's back on. We're re-engaged. So, yeah, man. Jason Herzog is the best ref? Yes. Yes, he is. You're absolutely right. Never gets mentioned. But yeah, Jason Herzog is a perfect referee. Yeah, close enough to perfect. Padding aside, don't let the fingers go straight. Mark Smith was a fighter pilot. I didn't know that. And there you go. Yeah, I think Mo brought this up when we were watching one of the fights. If they poke the eye even once, deduct a point straight away and watch the eye pokes just disappear. Because you are choosing to defend like that. And Chael Sonnen brought up a really good point. Was it Chael Sonnen or the Guru? Anyway, what's up? Ronan Ray. Oh, what's up, Ronan boys? How we going? Welcome to the stream. Everyone. Listen, everybody who's rating the stream, I like to have good one-on-one conversations with people who put in fun topics. So if I miss something or do not get to your point, or you have something that you want to say, just feel free to spam it, okay? Also, now that we're here on a Ronin raid, Western Mass and Johogan, I'm going to need you guys to be very, very watchful in the stream, okay? So, guys, if I don't get to your point, feel free to just fucking spam it. Bring it up again. We're talking about eye pokes. We're talking about the coldest knockout. Was it the Max Holloway knockout or the Alex Pereira? We're talking about who's the best referee in MMA. So, let's fucking pick it up. Ronan, thanks for the raid, brother. Thanks for the raid. We only got like 7 guys. Whatever, man. I don't give a fuck. We're having a good time. All right. Chat ahead. What's up, brother? What's up, man? Good to see you. Well, Ben can't listen, guys. Just fucking take it easy, all right? Just take it easy. But let's have a good time. We talk MMA in here. Like the stream, boys. Anyway, where are we at? Where was I at? What was I talking about before we started the Ronin raid? The finger pointing. Yeah, dude. This is how you fix the finger pointing. If fucking someone is defending like this, right? If someone's defending like this, just take a point straight away. Because I don't remember who it was, but they were talking about you do not want to attack and rush in to a fighter that's got their fingers out like this. It makes you more hesitant to engage with the fighter. It's fucked up. So that's the easiest way to fix it. These guys are mods everywhere. Dude, I honestly believe Western Mass's job is to mod people's live streams. Just got done watching the PFL. It was a shit card. You deserve to be bored for watching the fucking PFL. It's a horrible organization. No elbows, no knees. They're fucking dog shit, mate. So Good on Ronan. Everyone, make sure that next time Ronan puts out a video, you leave a like, because for him to waste his fucking time watching that shit, good on him. Fuck the PFL. Cage rating the stream, ban him. Don't be a hating seagull. Mo, what's up? What's up? Definitely not Ariel Hawani. What's up, brother? How you going, man? Life by Jamie. Musical stream. John Jones had a habit of the four-finger flex. Yeah, dude. And it's so funny, right? So did Daniel Cormier. Daniel Cormier literally blinded Stipe Miocic, and they put him on the fucking ESPN desk. And now Daniel Cormier's got the what's the word for it? The gall to go and fucking talk about eye pokes in the UFC. So shit. The PFL is so soy. The PFL is the worst fighting organization on the planet. Watch one championship. You have knees to a grounded opponent. You have Muay Thai. It is better and more fun than the UFC. Fight me about it. Western Mass is on the payroll somewhere. I think Western Mass is employed by Google to make sure that the streams don't get too red pilled. Just my conspiracy theory. No elbows. Was it a 3-round main event? Shotgun. Holy shit, the PFL is dog shit. He's off Musical Saturday, off right now. Mo, I don't watch the PFL. Neither do I, dude. Neither do I. Who is the PFL? The PFL deserves to go bankrupt. The production is so bad. These are the facts. He did it for us. Ronan's the singular Canadian shit. Yeah, no, thank God for Ronan, man. Thank God for Ronan. He'd be working hard, man. The PFL ruined Bellator. Imagine being worse than Bellator. Yeah, the PFL had a real chance. Let's be no elbows is a crime. Let's be real here, man. Thank God the Guru finally went live. I was about to watch MMA Joey. Watching MMA Joey and the PFL on the same day, literally seek Canadian healthcare. Fuck all that. Daniel Cormier and Chael Sonnen have become the biggest shills in MMA history, Mo. You are absolutely right. You are absolutely right. Okay, PFL. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. And if you guys have something that you really want me to get to, spam it in chat for me. The PFL. Let's get to this. The UFC right now has got a massive problem of giving people undeserved title shots. And the PFL is this brand new organization that just got Jake Paul and Francis Ngannou. If they just opened up elbows and knees to a grounded opponent, right? Imagine a meritocracy-based system with a more violent rule set while you have got John Jones versus Stipe Miocic going on. People would watch the PFL more than they do now. But instead, fuck off. Go away. But instead, you've got this like boring fucking system where these fighters try and survive the longest because they know they've got this whole season ahead of them. They slow down the fights. Without elbows, it makes MMA slower and more boring. And who the fuck wants to watch that? Anyway, let's press on. I like ONE FC, the mixed MMA matches they have. Dude, I love One Championship. I love watching One Championship, man. Definitely not Ariel Hawani. Says, DC hates on John Jones, but does all that shit that he does, including having a 700 test level in the fight that John Jones popped in. Yeah, so you think DC was on it as well, man? Or like not just fat, you think he was on it as well? Robin B, any thoughts on Garcia versus Haney tomorrow? No, I don't really watch boxing. I think Ryan Garcia needs to be checked mentally. PFL is the MMA Joey of promotion. Poor Joey. Poor Joey. Will slap fighting still be around in 2 years? Yeah, dude. I think it will. I think it will. If the PFL can last slap, dude, they're only paying people like $500 to get slapped in the face. They already have the Apex. It's on Rumble. Rumble's paying them for it. I think they will. Daniel Cormier shilling for Chris Weidman's eye poke victory was pathetic. Yeah, because Daniel Cormier become champ off eye pokes. Bullshit. Cormier is always a company man. Has to be. What would he have without it? I've seen One Championship just once. The Muay Thai fights were fun. From particular, I can't say your name. Listen, One Championship, get the Brave browser, get a VPN. You got One Championship every Friday night for free on YouTube. You're fucking welcome, boys. You're fucking welcome. Mark Coleman daughters are thick. Thank you, Joe Hogan. They look like, yeah, I don't know what to say to that. I guess so. Joe Hogan facts need to be a son-in-law from Mohammed. You're a thirsty motherfucker. Mohammed, you were talking about Kayla Harrison the other day as well, bro. You need to, mate, you got to come down to Australia, brother. You got to get out of the house, man. One Friday Fight Nights, the best product from Super Shotgun. Yeah, dude, that's what I was just shilling for. I'll fucking shill for One Championship. It's the GOAT of MMA. It's so fun to watch. All of Massachusetts is the size of my dad's farm. AZ, I don't want to know what your dad's farm is. All right. I can't blame ex-fighters for shilling, but that's why MMA YouTube is booming. Yeah, man. I think, it's funny if Mountain Man, can you imagine if Michael Bisping didn't work for the UFC? A one-eyed fighter with the kind of mouth that he has, if he actually just lent into MMA YouTube and said his real fucking opinion. I think like Michael Bisping could be the crossover if he wasn't such a company man, dude. Might start watching One now. You got me interested, mate. Dude, listen. I appreciate you being here on this stream, but you're fucking around on the internet right now. Go and check out some One and then come back. Or after this stream's done, go and check out some One and then come back. I'm telling you, man, you'll fucking love it. It's so good. Let's go, Schizo Garcia. I mean, is it on tomorrow? It's on tomorrow, right? I hope he wins. But he was sculling a beer at the weigh-ins, and apparently he missed weight. So I don't know if that fight is still on. DC, before the UFC, was a stud. He cleaned up his act and became a company man, and that's always. And skipped the grappling fights. Yeah, absolutely. So this is the good thing about One Championship, right? They segregate everything. So you know when it's going to be just a grappling match. So you can go and take a shit and then come back afterwards. And then it's going to be Muay Thai. Much better. Guys, Herb Dean made a mistake. What are we talking about? Joe Hogan? Definitely not Ariel Helwani. They all... Let me stop the chat so I can read this. They're all on it, but you hate DC for vilifying John Jones. He is clearly taking shit just like the other fighters. The average male test is 300 to 900. DC's test levels were 7,000. And he called John Jones a cheat. Ariel Helwani, I'm gonna have to look into this more. You're dropping all sorts of red pills on me, brother. You're dropping all sorts on me. I mean, I look at a man of DC's physique and I think to myself, my God, he can't be on testosterone. He's just so fat. One on Friday fights. That sounds good. Yeah, man, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Mo, the Kayla Harrison stuff was just banter. I hope so, mate. I bloody hope so. The ideal woman has the face of Maya Brenner Silva and the body of Kayla Harrison. Joe Hogan, God help you in the future, bro. You must have hips of steel. Ryan Garcia paid $1.5 million for missing 3. Holy shit. Why? What is wrong with him? I mean, he's insane. Dougie's Corner. The Ryan fight is still on, but he won't get the belt if he wins, which is lame as hell, so same as the UFC. Fair enough. He is an idiot. He is an idiot. It is tomorrow. Nice. The grappling matches from Super Shogun. They're only 10 minutes, and they're not that bad. And also, I will say, Super Shogun, and this is the thing, guys, where I like to slow down the chat a bit and just do a one-on-one. In One Championship, with the grappling matches, because it's not a style makes fights where it's like you get a striker who's just being held down by a grappler like it is in the UFC. It's two people who are very competent grapplers who are going into a grappling match, knowing that they're going into a grappling match. So it actually makes the grappling way more fun to watch. Does that make sense? Whereas in the UFC, you'll get something like any fucking Gamrot fight, and it will just be Gamrot lying on somebody, and it puts us all to sleep. So even the way that One does their grappling is more enjoyable than what happens in the UFC. Right, I'm getting back into chat. AZ is saying the fight's still on. Garcia was 3.5 pounds over, and he owes Haney $1.5 million. That would actually bankrupt a UFC fighter. It's fucking crazy. DC's on estrogen and pancakes. Definitely not Ariel Hawani. I like you, man. You got live now. Oh, thanks, Ariel, man. I appreciate it, dude. There's a Discord where we fuck around in as well. But yeah, man, thanks for jumping on the channel, bro. I seen you around in Ronin stream, man. So it's cool to see you. Hips of Steel. They made they made a bet. $500,000 for every pound missed. Fuck me. And the guy still couldn't make weight. Jesus Christ, dude. Okay. It's because Garcia is bigger and he lost to Tank after draining himself to nothing based on tanked so contract. You guys are talking about boxing. And listen to me, okay? I don't fucking watch boxing. I don't fucking care about boxing, to be honest. I like elbows and knees and Muay Thai. I like violence, not knock someone down and give them 10 seconds to recover. I like violence and blood. I like bare knuckle boxing because of the blood. But this boxing chat, I'm sorry. I don't know what to say, boys. Okay. Let's go in deeper. Deeper into the chat. I want to see Garcia get laid out from Crisp. Why? Why Crisp? Aren't schizos fun for the sport, Crisp? Aren't they fun? Hasn't your Twitter been improved by Garcia just saying all sorts of BitChute stuff? I miss Pride. Why can't the Japanese mob run MMA anymore? Yeah, I mean, one championship is the best thing we had to thrive. It doesn't have soccer kicks, but watching someone get kneed in the head is fun. Yeah, I gotta learn how to say your name, man. You're commenting a lot, and I appreciate it. Patolo, Patolo. I'm gonna call you Patolo. Patolo. Grappling versus grappling is fun. You know what to expect. Yeah, and that's what I was saying, man. You're absolutely right. Like when it's all right, we're gonna have a grappling match. It's only gonna be 10 minutes. You're more in the mood for it rather than seeing Charles Oliveira get laid on. Yeah, I'm with you. Haney is out. Gabby versus Garcia is now the main event. Thanks, Johorgan. Garcia made a dumb bet in front of everyone at the press conference saying, yeah, I'll pay $500,000, but he doesn't have to do it. You know what I mean? Like, it's just a bet. It's not in a contract. He could just be like, fuck it. MMA rules. MMA does rule. It goes MMA, then Muay Thai, then bare knuckle boxing, then everything else. Sorry. Okay, I have post 300 depression. The next cards are atrocious. Yeah, they are bad. They are bad. But alhamdulillah, we have one championship. But yes, they are atrocious. However, have we noticed that the UFC's pay-per-views this year, they've been beautiful. They're going to be beautiful. I mean, Connor is coming back. The pay-per-views are really, maybe not 301, but the pay-per-views have been really good. So yeah, the Apex cards have been absolute dog shit though. You're absolutely right. AZ, I hate boxing too. I remember the Tyson fights in the late 90s, but UFC has taken over. Yeah, that's the thing, man. When I was in high school, boxing was around. I would watch it when it was on TV, but I never enjoyed it. I didn't like it. It was just every fight looked like an MMA heavyweight fight where it was just people that weren't really engaging. And then when I first saw MMA, back in the days of when everyone had a tap out beanie, I was blown away by how violent it was. I couldn't believe that it was allowed. I fell in love with it immediately, brother. I just like Ryan. Same reason I like Kanye. You don't say. Guess who I'm listening to right now? Garcia starched out. The Garcia starched out cold memes would be worse than the Jamal Hill. Yeah, especially like with the reels and the TikToks with everything that he's been saying playing in the background. And then it's just Garcia twitching on the ground. That will be bad. Just call me Pato. All right, we'll do, brother. We'll do. Pato. Pato la Quendu. I feel like I just said something fucked up in a different language. Pato, that's what we know him by. That's what we're going to be going with. Boxing used to be fun back in the day. Now it sucks. Pato, interesting, man. Like, you don't think that the influencers saved boxing? You don't think that they saved it? I reckon they saved it. The next card really sucks. Yep, 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 yep. Piper confirmed for 303. I didn't see that, Isaac. I didn't see that. I saw Hill versus Roundtree. Do we not think that it's too early for Hill? Let's do this. Cool. Luithi is kind of chatty. Luithi is kind of chatty. What are we talking about, man? How is the Whitaker Chimaev fight night? Yeah, that is a massive fight night. That is a massive fight night. But I think it's on the ABC, so they always put on big nights for the ABC. Plus, it's the first night in Saudi Arabia, the first fight night in Saudi Arabia, so they're gonna go hard for that one as well, aren't they? Saudi money, AZ it should be okay. Definitely not Ariel Hawani. You guys need to appreciate what Ryan is putting out. Yeah, dude, look, that's the thing, man. Like, I don't know shit about boxing. None of it. I don't know the fighters. I don't know the promotions. None of it. But Ryan Garcia has brought more boxing news to my Twitter feed than, I mean, since Jake Paul first got into boxing. So to have characters like that, enjoy them while they're here, man. Enjoy them while they're here. Haney has no power. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I don't watch boxing. My wedding song was Face the Pain. Get the fuck out of here, AZ. No, it wasn't. Get the fuck out of here. I got married in a grey tap out beanie. I'll never forget the days, cunt. Back in the day. That's awesome, man. Bro, Haney ain't got enough speed to beat Garcia. Haney literally said it. Hand speed in boxing is deadly. Influence of boxing. Got Tyson in a circus versus Jake Paul, then going to a crossover. I don't know. But doesn't that Pato, doesn't all that shit, all that influence of boxing shit, bring eyes to the sport and therefore bring eyes to the real boxers that are on the undercard of those pay-per-views? Like, to me, a rising tide always lifts all boats. So to have influencers draw eyes to your sport of boxing must be a good thing. That's just the way that I look at it, man. So, you know, it is what it is, man. Again, guys, if I miss something and you want me to read it, just feel free to spam it in later because I like to give like decent answers or like decent conversations to you. I appreciate you putting something in my chat, so I want to give you something of value back. So if I ramble on for something for a bit and I miss what you said, just fucking put it again. Or Dougie doesn't mind a dollar. Doesn't mind a dollar. Okay. Well, where were we at? Whitaker versus Chimaev will be so good. Yeah, man. It's going to be fucking beautiful, man. For sure. For Hogan, who wins. Sad thing is I train boxing, but I'm already planning on switching to Muay Thai. Nice, man. Nice. I think Muay Thai, if you ever want to switch over to MMA, I think Muay Thai is one of those things where you've got more tools coming at you, more weapons coming at you, so it makes you more aware of what your opponent is throwing at you. Whereas boxing, it's very simple, like you're just watching the hands and the feet and the shoulder. It's less tools to pay attention to, man. Garcia beat him times three as well. Fax Hogan. Imagine watching boxing and not watching MMA. Like some people actually exist. Yeah. They must be like super old heads who were back in the day of when it was only boxing, super shotgun, and they just can't deal with the fact that MMA is a far better sport. 3-3. Instead of just marry, just bleed from Mountain Man. So, with Hill booked, does that mean Yuri versus Yarn? I think it does, Alex. I think it does, brother. Hey guys, yeah, Mo, thank you. Guys, if you enjoyed this stream, please do drop a like. Always drop a like for whoever you're watching. It helps YouTube know that the channel is something to interact with and helps push them out there. So dropping a like helps so fucking much, guys. So if you could, that'd be awesome, man. Thanks, Mo. I appreciate it, man. You guys are talking about boxing in chat. You lot. blocked, so that's good. Definitely not Helwani and Joe Hogan. You guys are chatting about boxing. Cool, cool, cool. Joe Hogan. I saw a video of P. Diddy squeezing that lead guy like a bear hug, squeezing him like he was his little pookie bear. What has P. Diddy been getting up to? He saw, P. Diddy saw the game plan that was being run on Epstein Island, and he was like, fuck it, I could do that. He's copying the cathedral's homework. If Hill takes another loss like 300, his career would never be the same. It's hard to, yeah, okay, trial and error, absolutely, man. So true, dude. And this is what I'm worried about. Like, it does seem too early to me, and it looks like it seems too early to you guys as well. So there's also this trial and error. Jamal Hill was sort of rushed to the title. Like, he was ranked number 7th when he got his title shot. So to be rushed to the title, lose that badly, and then lose again, puts him all the way at the back of the line, gives him like major fucking gatekeeper status. Major gatekeeper status. Let's press on for a bit. Muhammad is watching over you, Hogan. Okay, alhamdulillah. I subscribed because of Dougie's didgeridoo bloody lessons, mate. I want a fucking refund. Well, too fucking bad. Cunt. Too bad. Thanks for subscribing, though. I train Muay Thai. Definitely not Ariel Hawani. I train Muay Thai, and I watch guys who trained for 3 months break a boxer's legs. Fuck, dude. For real, man? Yeah. Yeah. If I was going to train, if I was ever going to train, joking. If I was ever going to train, it would be Muay Thai. It would be Muay Thai. I worked with a couple of guys that trained Muay Thai. It would be that, but yeah. Patolo. I watch all sanctioned violence pretty much. Yeah. Once I caught myself watching phone booth boxing, bro. We watched that on the channel, so you can see here. Like sometimes we'll scroll through whatever. We watched that on the channel, phone booth boxing. It was fucking gold, man. If chat slows down a bit, we'll just go and jump on and see what's going on. Is Diddy Muhammad? Oh my god. Muhammad teaches be respectful, projection. Muhammad, okay, all right, Isaac. We know. We've all read the book, mate. Boxing and wrestling are all the best basics. I think Muay Thai with wrestling would be the best basics, to be honest. Muay Thai with wrestling. And really, with wrestling, you just want to learn the scrambles and the get ups, you know? Because if you look at JDM's last fight, man, like if you're constantly working on your get ups and you know how to get up, then you can nullify a wrestler with good striking, which is probably why we're seeing strikers really come back and take over again in the UFC. So, yeah. You've not read the book, Dougie? Johogan, you should read the book. You should read all of them, all the big 3 books. Read them and learn what everyone's basic tenets are, you know? And then you get a real fucking red pill understanding of the world. Real deep understanding. Alex Cursor. Surely Kayla Harrison doesn't get a title shot after beating Grandma Holly Holm. Alex, surely Kayla Harrison is the champion. Like, what is Raquel Pennington? She's the #1 contender. You cannot tell me that Raquel Pennington is a rightful UFC champion. Didn't the last person who beat Holly Holm get a shot? Yeah, Holly, like, she should get a shot. She should get a shot. You need to strike. I've not read that book. You should. Let's be real. She can cash. She's a cash cow now. Yeah, she is the cash cow now. Isaac the Papa. Would you trust P. Diddy around your children? No. All fights start on the feet. Yes, and if you can get them back to the feet, and also if you read the rules of MMA, if you actually read the fucking rules with the damage-based scoring, as long as you are outstriking the wrestler, you will win that fight. WMMA is cooked. Yeah, it's over. It's over. It's over. Now that we're like the biggest name in WMMA is someone who is not from the UFC, who is about to age out. Once she's gone, where are the new prospects for anyone to get excited about? Definitely not Ariel Helwani. Boxing stance is just so obvious to a Thai fighter, but I will say a boxer. Let me slow this down for a second. But I will say a boxer with a bit of Thai training who mods their stance as the most dangerous guy out there. That focus is more. That focuses too much on the fights and the kick. So a boxer that changes their style just a little bit is the most dangerous thing. Is that what you're saying, Ariel Helwani? Let me know, man. Anti-Zionist. The wrestler decides where the fight takes place, not if he can't keep it on the ground. Not if he can't keep it on the ground, to Papa. I would train BJJ or wrestling, but I'm not a fan of hugging sweaty dudes, honestly. Yeah. That's sort of where it gets a bit, yeah. I think Oliveira's disciplines are staples for a successful MMA career. Yeah, man. Yeah. But see, Oliveira has a really good understanding of the ground game, but falls back on his striking. Same thing with Justin Gaethje. Has a really good understanding of the ground game, but then falls back on his striking. Suduka, his balls are hot. Suduka's balls are hot, everyone. Suduka, go teabag an air conditioner. Hogan, do you have a daughter? What? I thought Pennington was the champ. She's a paper champion. Trial and error. She's a paper champion. And we all know that. Hogan, we need to talk. Is Volk Jason Statham's brother who's just missing a chromosome? That's a good one. What are your thoughts on Nunes coming back to challenge Kayla Harrison? Legit, I think Kayla Harrison could beat Amanda Nunes right now. I think Amanda Nunes' heart isn't in it. She's too old and too rich, and Kayla Harrison still has something to prove. I think Kayla Harrison ragdolls Amanda Nunes. And it's actually good for women's MMA that we can have this discussion because women's MMA was dead until then. So good on her. When this cunt's threatening me kids, Dougie, I'm going to have to give him a hiding. It is what it is, cunt. You know, defend your own children, cunt. Get in there. Harrison will be the champ as soon as Dana gives her a shot. Yeah, man. She is the champ. She is the champ. She is the champ. Bro, Alex Pereira's next opponent, Yuri Prohaska. Rematch. Just do it, man. Just fucking do it. And get Mark Goddard out of there. Herb Dean. I am. Follow me. Okay. Definitely not Ariel Helwani. Says, if a guy with good hands trains Muay Thai and modifies their style to deal with the kicks, they're a killer. Thai and kickboxing guys rely on the kicks when the punches. Thai and kickboxing guys rely on their kicks when punches are what wins and ends fights. True, definitely Ariel Helwani. But I think if they modify their stance to use their kicks to set up their punches, but also control where their opponent is standing in front of them. That's what Justin Gaethje does so well now, is he uses the kicks, and Alex Pereira, they both do this really well. They use their kicks to keep their opponent right where they want them to set up the cage and stop their opponent circling around. Rather than constantly chasing them around the cage like this, they're using the kicks almost like a fucking sheepdog to keep them right where they want them. And then they're attacking with the punches. So I think you're right, definitely not Ariel Helwani. Let's catch up. Volk needs to stop making a joke of himself. Mo just said what needed to be said. Mo just said what needed to be said. Needs to take his career more seriously. He's making me look dumb for defending him all the time. True. Alex Cursor, bro, who do you think Figgy should fight next? I think it should be Corey Sandhagen matchup. Yeah, spot on, man. Spot on. Absolutely. Figueiredo, Corey Sandhagen. I like that. Figueiredo versus Muhammad Mokaev. What about that, Alex? You let me know. What do you think about that? Helwani, you saying switching from boxing to Muay Thai is a good idea? Yep. AZ, I've done free diving, but not past 30 meters. Mohammed, you don't think that Yuri Prohaska deserves a rematch? You don't think that it was an early stoppage? You don't think that beating Alexander Rakic makes him deserve an early rematch? Definitely not Ariel Helwani. Kicks do well in sparring, But speed and power in your hands is what wins you the fights. Yes, yes. Just look at Alex. He's got great kicks, but he KOs everyone with their hands. Yeah, at Ariel Hawaii, I think we're on the same page, man. I think we're on the same page. I think the kicks are there to control the fight. You got the range, you got the teep, you got the range control from the outsides. You can weaken your opponent's lead leg. Kicks are there just for control, where you're absolutely right. The speed and power in the hands is what ends it all. You're absolutely right, man. I think Ariel Hawani, I know it's you in there, and you're on the fucking same page, cunt. JDM in chat, what's up, brother? This chat is getting nuked. Come on, mate. Is TJ Dillashaw retired? He should be. He should be. Sandhagen is another guy the UFC hates because he's boring. Yeah, true. He needs to do something to put some flavor on himself. How long have I been streaming for? Nearly 2 hours. We're gonna go for 15 more minutes and then we're out of here. Yuri does deserve a rematch. However, clear the gauntlet first, then spin the block. So who should Yuri fight next, Mo? You're so full of ideas, mate. No, who should Yuri fight next, man? Let me know. Who should Yuri fight next? And you've been very successful, Pato. You've gotten your hands right. Pato, are you a fighter? Can we watch your fight somewhere? Can you jump into my Discord and send a link of your fights if you are a fighter so we can all enjoy them together? Mo, let Yuri rebuild his legacy so Alex can crush him again. Fucking hell, Mo. Not a fan of Yuri. So Alex can crush him again? Jesus, man. Johagan! Likely on Edwards. Same side head kick combo. It's a kick combo set up by a punch. True, that is one of the few times where it's the kicking that ends the fight. True, true, true. I do the 1-2 teep when I begun to learn leg kicks. TJ is on testosterone. Yes. And has no cartilage in his elbows. Yes. Also true. And his shoulders are destroyed. Also true. Cheddarhead, what's up, brother? I think I'm on my 5th bowl of Honey Nut Cheerios today. That's wholesome, Cheddarhead. That's good. Trial and error. I think Yuri versus Hill and the winner of them face Izzy. Okay. I think Yuri versus Hill and the winner of them face Izzy and the winner about to face Alex. Dude, trial and error. Why are we putting Izzy in this conversation? Is it a completely different weight class? What are we talking about, mate? Why are you confusing me like this? Is it tomorrow in Australia? It depends if you're streaming from a week ago. Yuri should be fighting someone like Jamal Hill, to be honest. Yeah, but Jamal Hill, coming off a horrible knockout, their schedules aren't going to be lining up. You know what I mean? Alex Pereira needs an opponent right now. And Yuri Prohaska would take that fight. Or anyone else in the top 10, like Khalil Roundtree, again, just been booked against Jamal Hill. Like, what do you do with Yuri Prohaska, man? Patolo, no, you just train mainly for self-defense. Fair enough, dude. Fair enough. Definitely not Ariel Hawani. Kicks matter, but hands are the main tool. Kicks are secondary, but defending kicks is so important. True, bro. True. Or did Alex can't fight though? We'll get to that, bro. We'll get to that. Ariel Hawani. Did Max Holloway and sort of Nate Diaz just prove that you can just sort of ignore leg kicks? Like you don't need to check them at all. You can just fucking ignore them. Roundtree has no ground game, really. Yeah, true. This is true. Patolo, my gym is having sparring night in 2 weeks, but I'm injured currently. You could be a sparring partner for someone, but I guess you don't want to like make the injury worse. Apparently, Jamal Hill may be facing Khalil Roundtree, though. Yeah, that is what has been set up, I believe, for UFC 302. Izzy sucks. Izzy does suck. Ben AZ, no. He's been here since the start of the chat. Alex can't fight, though. Broken toe, he needs to rest. All right. So, you're saying their schedule doesn't line up either. It still doesn't answer what do you do with Yuri Prohaska. Still doesn't answer it. Can Izzy be butthurt he wasn't on UFC 300 when he retired? No. No, he can't. He can't sit around and say that he'll be back in 2027, but then also not be in the first quarter of 2024. He can't have it both ways. Also, fuck Israel Adesanya. Fight another number one contender. It should be Israel Adesanya versus Jared Cannonier for a number one contender shot. And then he can fight for a title. Just fight a contender once, Izzy. Joe Horgan, hands are definitely the main weapon and the most important, but like you said, when you get someone who's only trained hands versus someone who trains leg kicks, then they usually get their legs fucking broken, which is why we will never see Anthony Joshua come over into the UFC. Mark Andre beats Joe Pfeiffer. Fake prospect. Maybe. Maybe. We need a. The only problem with Joe Pfeiffer is that he's getting forced down our throats so much. Like he just headlined at the Apex, you know? He needs to be slowly nurtured into MMA. Like we only saw him on the Contender Series last year, wasn't it? He's still very, very young. Yuri and Hill are on the same level, dude. Alex knocked them both out. Yuri has a win after. Alex knocked them both out. Yuri has a win after. The reason that I want to see a rematch for Yuri Prohaska, definitely not Ariel Helwani, is because I think it was an early stoppage. We were talking about that before the Ronin raid. I think it was an early stoppage. With how thick Yuri Prohaska's chin is, I really think that he could have survived a little bit longer and maybe scrambled back up onto his feet, bro. Just ignore the leg kicks. You can ignore them to an extent, but I always say that chin and toughness is a stat just like anything. You got to have 100 tough stat like max to ignore leg kicks, and sometimes it'll just turn off. Yeah, you can only you can only ignore them for so long, but they do prove that you can ignore them for a little bit of your career. But then how long, guys, until Max Holloway's cartilage in his fucking knee just gives way from the knee socket constantly shifting when he gets kicked in the leg. Hill really annoyed me with all that trash talk. He almost had the UFC owes me vibes. Yeah, it was very like, if you don't acknowledge Jamal Hill as the greatest fighter in the world, you're not taking him seriously. That's how he was projecting himself out there. You know what I mean? Russian Grizzly brother. I guess he didn't realize I'm AZ. I mean, it's in the name, mate. Yeah, but Hogan, you'll learn to defend leg kicks in a few months after a regular Muay Thai gym. Yes, yes, yes. Everyone who hasn't trained hands only throws kicks. Yes. What's going on up here in chat? You guys are nuts. Throwing punches. I like this. Throwing punches is a lot lower risk than throwing kicks as well. You don't get off balance as much, and it's much easier to keep your defense and guard up while only throwing the punches. Yeah, I think it takes Johorgan. I think it takes more confidence in your skill as a fighter to be throwing out the leg kicks as much because yeah, you can get thrown off balance. Muhammad has spoken. Chill your tits. Mo, let him know, brother. Keep him in line, mate. We know. Muslimix is going crazy. Oh my god. Why does the UFC need a heavyweight limit? The UFC needs a gut check limit at heavyweight. Guys, like I said, we got 9 minutes left, and then we're out of here. The UFC needs a gut check limit at heavyweight. I do not want to see people like Tai Tuivasa going in there with their gut hanging around, not being able to hit the heavyweight limit. They need to be able to, like, if we can't see the top two abs, you shouldn't be at heavyweight, right? You have not made weight. You've gone too far overweight, and you lose your purse to the other fighter until we actually get these fat heavyweights dropping down into their proper weight class. Sorry, guys. 1 second. Right, couple of minutes left. Is it an effective strategy to close the distance so much that your opponent can't kick you? Polo, they talk about this, like forcing them into boxing range. They talk about this quite a lot. They call it crowding the kicker. Crowding the kicker. When someone is so tricky and rangy, you crowd them. And Polo, what you're looking at there, man, when we talk about crowding the kicker or what you're actually going on about, is exactly what Sean Strickland did to Israel Adesanya. Israel Adesanya is a really nice, fluid, rangy striker. But when Sean Strickland was just moving forward and cutting off all that ranginess, that's when Sean Strickland was having the most success against Israel Adesanya. So yeah, dude, you're absolutely right. That is a massive tool that people can use. Definitely not Ariel Hawani. Yeah, Polo, if you stay inside kicking range, a lot of them are helpless. Yeah, absolutely right, man. Don't worry, AZ. We don't tolerate the weirdos. They're just trying to troll for bet. Yeah, like just ignore them. It'll all it'll all sort itself out once they see they're not getting a reaction. It all just settles back down. It all just settles back down. Skip over all that bullshit. Inside type fighting. Yep, yep, yep. I saw one dude say, Jonah Davis, whoever that is, say, if I can slip punches, I feel like I can slip kicks too, which is an insane take. I mean, you just crowd the kicker and don't let them get a good kickoff. You know, you just crowd in on them. This chat is uneducated. Guys, if you don't like to banter but also talk about MMA, jump into the Discord. It's in the description. True, true, true. You enjoyed the show? I did subscribe. I think we'll like. There's 5 minutes to go. Let's do it here. I would pin it in the chat though. Yes, where is the Discord, bro? It's in the description of this. Let me have a look. It's in the description of this. Let me go over here, over here, over here. Can I even get up the description? No. Mo, can you put it in chat? And I'll pin it. Can I pin comments from here? Let's have a look. Pin message. Yeah, Mo, if you can put the Discord link in the chat, just copy and paste it in. I will. Mod Mo. We should mod Mo, shouldn't we? Done. Mo's modded. Guys, thank you. Yes, legendary. Guys, if you want to keep hanging out, bantering in a moderately unhinged chat, go and check out the Discord. It's bloody good fun. I'm going to be going live with Bad Math MMA tomorrow. There is a community tab for that on the YouTube channel. So make sure to set that up because what else are we going to be doing tomorrow? There's not even a shitty Apex card on. So chuck that in. Styles win fights. Can any of us say Volk beats Gaethje? It'd be an interesting fight, especially now that they're both a bit chinny. Thanks so much for the raid, boys. I go live at different times, not on a regular schedule. So if you want to know when I'm going live, you can either set it to notifications and it will pop up on YouTube, or you can go to the Discord and check it out in there as well. Until then, it's been a sick stream. So thanks everyone for hanging out. And we'll be back on tomorrow for a joint stream with Bad Math MMA. I think that's everything that I'm meant to say. I've got notes. Check the notes. Yes, that's it. Lads, have a good night, and I'll see you all in the next stream. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a fucking good weekend. Cheers, boys. It's been a good one.